So, after more than 3 years, we finally received a new album and I still can't believe it. I remember when Mention Miller was being released 3 years ago, and I enjoyed this album at the first time actually. But the second album is even better. Hi there, I'm Anthony and obviously I mean Kanonenfieber's The Urkatastrophe. But here I have to say that this album isn't for everyone. I just think that lots of people might not like it actually, as Kanonenfieber plays pretty characteristic blackened metalcore with some melodic black metal influences, which are more hearable on this album than on the previous one, by the way. And I noticed that lots of people just don't like this blackened metalcore style. The only person I know who likes Kanonenfieber is my dad. All of my friends who listen to metal seem to dislike the band. And I understand it, you can't obviously like everything. But for example, I used to enjoy lots of metalcore stuff like Acid Dying, and maybe that's why I like Kanonenfieber now. And not only Acid Dying, by the way. When I think about Kanonenfieber, there is one more band that comes to my mind. I mean French band Echoed, which also released a new album but a few months ago. And I remember that I called them French Kanonenfieber, because their way of playing is pretty similar to Kanonenfieber's. I mean melodic, fast and a little technical guitars, but Echoed is more straightforward black metal, I would say. But in Kanonenfieber you can hear that metalcore vibe provided by Technicity, which was actually more present on the previous album, I would say. The Urkatastrophe is actually more like an evolution towards melodic black metal. And now I think it's a great time to analyze the album. The intro is strictly connected to the first actual track. And the first actual track goes gloriously, I would say. And there are lots of different things happening on this track, like shredding with some fast aggressive drums. And while I have always thought that Kanonenfieber's biggest advantage is vocal, especially how emotional it is, and this part is a great proof, I would say. The beginning of the next track already gives us huge vibe of melodic black and heavy metal, I would say. And later it's more straightforward melodic black metal. The best thing on the next track is that part with half clean vocals. And the next track is repetition of technical catchy riffs for 5 minutes. But honestly it is so enjoyable that I could listen to it for at least a few hours. And the next two tracks don't bring actually anything new to the album, so I think it's best to skip them. Generally this album isn't showing off with diversity, as you could hear before, but I'll say it once more, it doesn't mean it is bad, because lots of people tend to think that if something is too repetitive then it's automatically bad. Anyway, this track presents huge grooviness that wasn't present before. obviously riffs that were before, but I won't be putting them again. And I guess we have to skip another 2 tracks because of the same reasons. But this track has pretty unique melodic sound which band has never used before, if I'm not mistaken. And the last track is an acoustic outro with clean vocals. And well, this time I am really interested in your opinion. I really enjoyed this album, but I might be a little biased. I had to skip some tracks because there is no reason in showing the same thing more times and to make this video much more longer. So let me know in the comments below if you liked it or if you didn't like it. For people who like more enjoyable playing, I would recommend this album immediately. But I guess enjoyers of heavier and more dissonant stuff won't like this one. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Obviously, I'm encouraging you to support me by subbing this channel and liking this video. And see you soon in my next creations.